Let's run this shit back. Okay. Meeting stream now. Awesome. Catch you on the other side. Good luck, good luck. We're gonna play knight f3, knight f6. Classic. Where's Andre tonight, by the way? He's... Ooh, this also defends against this, but I don't know if it's good. So we do want to defend against our own mate up here. I think that kicking this... I think that this is fine. And then we can gain a tempo by kicking this in a second, right? Here we probably want to cover this. I mean, the problem with this is that you lose the defender on... Well, okay. I take it all back. Defender no longer lost. We could... Wonder if it's worth time travel sacking a knight into a queen in a position like this. That's probably something that we could capitalize on a little later, right? Might be. We want to be careful with the queen here, though. We want to be a bit careful. I'm not in love with the idea of pushing this pawn up. But maybe something like this. Actually, maybe something like this. And then I guess he loses the tempo. If he pushes his pawn up, kind of scratch our head. What is the right way to capitalize here? That's the question. I mean, if here and he sacks here, we're probably happy with that. We'd probably take the piece. We'd probably take the piece. And we want to open the eyes of our queen so that if we can do something like this and then this happens, then, you know, we can check and then takes and then this is mate. Or something like that. You know, fill in the blanks, but the rest is left as an exercise to the reader. Dreamer, all right, guess I'll go to sleep. Have a great day. Some at another chat. Thanks so much for hanging around, Dreamer. We had some great games. I think Andre tried to complete a full cycle of sleep. Deb, he hasn't slept for a full day to fall asleep early in the evening and get back to normal sleep schedule. Okay, I gotta respect that. I think the poor guy could really use it, so I think it's the right call. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out, though. We got some great games as always, Dreamer. Take it easy. Have a good night. Okay, so question is how, not that this knight's like doing a lot anyway. We just really want to gain the tempo on our opponent. Here and then push here. And then have we actually accomplished anything? Dubious. We no longer have this outpost either. Question is if this is a good move. This queen's really kind of stuck, isn't it? We probably should have played our bishop out a little bit earlier. I think we probably want to activate our knight in this situation. Or we could do this. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll activate our knight. I think it was silly to not pull this bishop out here or something earlier. And then like force a trade. And then if this, then you just capture the queen. So you force him to play this or to go back with the knight. Yeah, I think that was a bit silly. I think we could have done much better there. Okay, he wasted a tempo. We did it, chat. We won the game. We wasted him a tempo. Okay, now this defends there quite nicely, so no longer really worried about that. Let's do one of those. This bishop's a little sad now, and that's my fault. It's definitely my fault. Ooh. Okay. He's trying to frappuccino. Undefending this pawn feels like a bad play, but simultaneously I want to try and jump this knight in here, I think, soon. How do we make plays happen? We could push in on these knights. This knight isn't exactly trapped. This knight's kind of trapped. Not quite, but he's getting there. Maybe we want to do this to prepare. Well, not really. Okay, I think that we're going to do this. Prepping a really ambitious like push of this pawn and then like this to kick this queen here so that we can collapse on this side. I don't know. It's real. I think that our attack here is really like not well directed. But I think that we want to sort of patiently develop our pieces and not lose on our king side. It's kind of difficult to defend our king side here, but I mean, it's not like he can get his queen over here. Okay, interesting. So now I'm okay with doing this. That's interesting. Now we can kind of abuse this situation here. And there's no way that he can kick this bishop. We can abuse the hell out of this by doing something like this. Okay, pin no longer exists. But we can do something like this. And then the question is, where do his queen go? Well, pretty much here is like the only actual option. Pretty content with just leaving this here. We want to get this knight places. Maybe moving like, okay, this is going to take like a million turns. So maybe not. We want to get this knight over here. This isn't really an option, realistically. Is this good for us? Probably. Could trade these bishops. I mean, our bishop isn't great here anyway. This bishop right here. Kind of forces him to move this here. Maybe there are crazy ideas where we... unlikely. I don't know. That's kind of the only safe square for his queen. How do we crack his position open is the real question here. It's just going to take years to get here. Let's do one of these, I guess. Maybe we do one of these. Man, how do we break him? His position's too solid. This is scary. I think the queen here is probably a good play. We just want to defend around f7 so that we can relieve this knight of his duties. Something like that. And then maybe something like h5, knight g4. And then when moves, we have like a solid time travel. We play like queen f6 and then wait like 3 turns and then sack here. But what if this, and then he doesn't give a fuck? What if he just like pushes up here or something weird? I don't know. Maybe the play is to sack. The thing is, we don't really have an attack. But we also don't. Maybe we want to trade. Okay. Well, maybe here we want to do one of these. Maybe we want to trade these bishops so that we can, after trading this, after trading here and trading here, which by the way might just win us the game. Like, there's a possibility, depending on what he takes with. I think I like this first. Gives our knight a gorgeous outpost. Right here. Outpost city. But yeah, after trades here and then trades here, then this knight here threatens like a time travel move here. This knight is not doing it for me. So I think getting this knight off of here so that we can occupy knight f6 with the other knight is good for us. Then I think we're really sort of starting to put something together. He's just playing super solidly. I hope that this isn't very weakening. I don't really see how it could be, but oh, that's interesting. Now we can trade here and we threaten funny business over here. I think we probably want to trade here so that we can hop our knight right into here. Sure, I'm cool with that. I'm down with that. We also have this bishop move here. Once we do this, it's a little tricksy, but now how does he kick this knight? He don't. Yeah, no, this is just defended AF. You know, this square here. This looks like trouble for him. He can defend it with the queen here on this board, but again, you know, we just have a lot of pieces looking at that square. Like, I think we get 1 or 2 queens out of this. I think. I'm not positive. By the way, Cement just fighting on my side of the right and wrong, having more ELO than you. Thanks. I really appreciate it. You're doing God's work here. Real mad. Wow. The straight up sack of the queen. Well, I think we've gotten away with something. I think it's safe to say. In fact, I think we've won the game. Because this is mate in 1 turn. Yeah, I think we just won the game. So that's cool. I'm not positive what just happened. But we did just win the game. So it went from an incredibly complex, quote the Raven, oops. That's pretty good. Man, that was such a good principled game. of 5D chess. And I really didn't know what was happening there. I didn't know how to crack it. You just had such a solid position with everything going on here. And then the queen move here happened. I probably could have played those last few turns better. I think it was a matter of like, you know, like a turn that just sort of like made the whole structure fall apart for sure. I don't want to go aggressive, to my chagrin. Yeah, it was really difficult to actually crack this. From my perspective, it was really tough. So you played super well. I really didn't know like what to do in that endgame. Like I had these ideas of, you know, like after I saw that I kicked your light square bishop from f1, then I thought, okay, now we've got these ideas of trading this bishop and getting this knight in here, because then next move, like a time travel play with this bishop here, at least picks up a queen or something like that. But I mean, fuck, and you're up on the clock too, so like I really didn't know what way was up for a second there. You just had a super solid defense. I missed the diagonal for my queen because I was focused on the knight forking. Yeah. The knight had some tricksy plays here. Then again, the knight fork here, and you could have just recaptured. Or sorry, the knight doesn't fork there. But there, I mean, there was definitely there was some tricky business there. Like a time travel here is what I was thinking. And then you sort of got a real headache on that board after. But yeah, it was really tricky. Super well played. Like I genuinely didn't know what to do until sort of the structure just sort of crumbled in a matter of like a turn or two. Probably should have moved my queen another square over. Probably. Or like, I don't know, maybe this bishop back here or something. Maybe this bishop back here. I think it's a tough call. I really don't know. Brain's not big enough to handle time traveling. I know. I know. I mean, it's definitely really throws a chink into the whole equation there. Like, it's hard enough to figure out how to cover the position in 2D when it's just like a really dense closed position like this, a structure like this. Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? It's really tough. That was a really tough game. Yeah, you and me both. I had no idea what I was going to do until sort of, it wasn't even that intentional, like the situation panning out the way that it was. I am glad that I decided not to trade this bishop. I think actually maybe what you could have done is instead of like maybe trading this bishop here was helpful for you. Maybe. Again, I'm not sure. It's hard to say because it's such a defensive asset, and you only could have really seen, yeah, like moving this bishop here, I think was maybe like a move that was too quiet and didn't do enough. If I had to guess, because I mean, I don't know either, but I think that maybe this was like not sufficiently active and it removed a defender from this whole situation. So maybe taking here would have been better. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Dom says I need to learn to take more time thinking. I know. Well, we've got the opposite problem. I'm getting better at thinking less, and Dom needs to get better at thinking more. Yeah, two different sides of the coin for sure. Tutor's here. Man, I miss the times when games would reach 5 timelines. Hey, we had a game reach a couple timelines here a little bit ago. But welcome, Tutor. Always good to see you. Isn't it late F? It's like 1 a.m. there maybe, yeah? Usually not around that late. I thought about it, but I thought about your king being on a light square and got analysis paralysis. Totally natural. Totally natural. I have to get help with groceries. Be back in a couple minutes. All right. Thanks for the games. Let me rep the win against Dom, by the way. I think that actually puts us over 1,600? Could it be? Dom? We're over 1,600. Woo! 1,605. We did it, chat. Feels good. Let's are we on top 10 yet? The leaderboard? 11. Savas is at 1608. We need one more win. We need one more win. And we'll get into top 10, finally. Shit. GG. That was a good game. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff today. We're playing well.